Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Let me ask you a question. Right now, your phone is connected to the internet. But how? Think about it. You cannot see any wire connected to your phone. There is no cable running from your pocket to Google. There is no direct connection between your phone and YouTube. And yet, within seconds, you can watch videos, send messages, search anything, and even make video calls to people sitting on the other side of the world. How is that possible? Most people think they know the answer. They say because of mobile data, because of Wi Fi, because of mobile signals. But what if I told you that this is only a tiny part of the story? What if I told you that the internet is not floating in the air? What if I told you that most of the internet is actually made of physical cables? Millions of kilometers of cables running under roads, across countries, and even at the bottom of oceans. Sounds unbelievable, right? But that's exactly how the internet works. And by the end of this video, you'll understand what the internet actually is, how your phone becomes part of it, and how information travels across the world in just seconds. So let's start from the beginning. What exactly is the internet? Most people think the internet is something provided by Jio, Airtel, ACT, or BSNL. But that's not really true. Those companies provide access to the internet. They are not the internet itself. To understand this, imagine two computers. Right now, they cannot communicate. But if we connect them with a cable, they can exchange information. One can send data, the other can receive it. Now they form a network. A network is simply a group of devices connected together. Now imagine connecting hundreds of computers, then thousands, then millions, across cities, across countries, across continents, a network connected to another network, and another, and another. That giant collection of connected networks is called the internet. That's why people often say the internet is a network of networks. Now let's bring your phone into the picture. Suppose you open Google or YouTube or Instagram. How does your phone reach the internet? There are usually two ways: Wi Fi or mobile data. Let's start with Wi Fi. When you connect to Wi Fi, your phone sends information wirelessly to your router. Many people think the router is the internet. It isn't. The router is simply a gateway. It forwards your request to your internet service provider. Companies like JioFiber, Airtel Fiber, ACT, and BSNL. Now let's look at mobile data. Suppose Wi Fi is turned off. You are using 4G or 5G. Your phone sends radio signals to the nearest mobile tower. The tower receives your request and forwards it into the telecom company's network. But here's something most people don't know. The tower itself is connected to fiber optic cables, which means even mobile internet eventually enters a cable network. And this is where many people get surprised. The internet is mostly wired, not wireless. Your phone may be wireless, but the internet itself is largely built on cables. Now let's talk about those cables. These are called fiber optic cables, and they are one of the most important inventions behind the modern internet. Inside these cables are extremely thin strands of glass. Data travels through them using pulses of light. Yes, light. Every Google search, every YouTube video, every WhatsApp message may spend most of its journey traveling as flashes of light. And these cables don't stop at your city. They connect entire countries and even continents. Now here's another surprise. Many people believe most internet traffic travels through satellites, but that's actually not true. Most international internet traffic travels through submarine fiber optic cables. Huge cables lying at the bottom of oceans, thousands of kilometers long, connecting countries and continents together. So when you're watching a website hosted in another country, your data may actually be traveling through an underwater cable. Now let's follow a real example. Suppose you open Google and search, what is the highest mountain in the world? The moment you press enter, your phone creates a request. Think of it as a digital question. That question leaves your phone, travels to a router or mobile tower, enters your provider's network, and then starts traveling through multiple routers across the internet. Routers act like traffic managers. They keep forwarding your request toward its destination. Eventually, the request reaches Google's systems. Now, many people think every request goes all the way to California, but that's often not the case. Companies like Google have servers and data centers spread around the world. They try to keep information closer to users whenever possible. This helps websites load faster and reduces delays. Once Google systems find the answer, they send a response back. That response travels through networks, through routers, through fiber optic cables, through your provider, through your router or mobile tower, and finally reaches your phone. Within moments, the answer appears on your screen. And all of this happens so quickly that it feels instant. But now you know what is actually happening behind the scenes. Now, before we finish, some of you may be wondering, what about Starlink? Doesn't Starlink provide internet through satellites? Yes, it does. But Starlink is simply another way to connect users to the internet. Instead of reaching the internet through a nearby tower or fiber connection, users first connect to satellites. After that, the traffic still reaches the same global internet network. The path is different, but the internet remains the same. So the next time someone says the internet is not working, you'll know that behind those words lies a gigantic system of towers, routers, servers, fiber optic cables, underwater cables, and billions of connected devices, all working together every second. A system so large that it connects much of humanity together. And that system is called the internet. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.